Good afternoon. Today, I'm going to talk about EV, driver's education, and electric vehicles. If you don't know, I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach teens and adults. I live in the Midwest, and it is very cold. So I need you to understand these elements. How can we pick up driver's education? Because EV is the future. How can we help our young drivers? Battery performance as cold temperatures reduced the efficiency of batteries, leading to a decrease overall electrical vehicle range. Whether you have a gas powered vehicle or you have an electric vehicle, performance is extremely important. Performance to get your car started in the morning. Because when we go out to start our car, whether we have an EV or a traditional automobile, you want to be able to turn the key or push the button to start your car. Unfortunately, we're in the Midwest and it is minus 30 degrees wind chill factor. So that puts a really tough strain on your battery. What does this have to do with driver's ed? What does this have to do with you learning how to drive? It has everything because battery maintenance is critical. You need to get your battery checked by a professional. I'm a professional in the area. I teach driver's education. So this information will help you be prepared for when you get out there on the road. Next, chemical reactions. Battery chemistry is affected by cold weather. Whether you have an EV, electric vehicle, or you have a traditional electric vehicle, batteries produce voltage. And when the temperature drops below a certain temperature, it's hard for batteries to produce that chemical reaction. And it's really important that the chemical reaction slows down. It may slow down enough that the battery may discharge, meaning all that electrical energy will go down very, very low. So it's important that you understand that you may need to keep your vehicle in a garage if possible, if your parents will allow you, or if you have enough room to put that car in a garage so it's warmer. Reduce range, whether you have an EV or a conventional electric vehicle. Range or gas range or electrical range is important. Typically, when I teach students, we drive anywhere from 15 to 20 miles per student. I drive 10 to 20 miles with each student. I work 10 hours a day. That's 200 miles. I have to make sure that I have enough fuel, or in case of an EV, because I want to be able to get an electrical vehicle, do I have enough range to allow the student to make 10 right turns, 10 left turns? Do I have enough range to allow them to be successful and do those executions, making those 12 right turns, 12 left turns, being able to come up and stop at an intersection and look left and look right? It's really important that you understand the route. Every student drives 1 hour, or in some cases, you have an hour and a half lesson. You need to be able to learn to have good fuel economy or EV range, because if you're hitting the pedal really fast, you're going to keep lowering the battery's capacity, or you're going to lower the range of your EV vehicle. So you want to make sure EVs are good for short range trips, home to the mall, home to school, school to your job, school back home. In terms of longer routes, 35, 45, 55 minutes, you need to really look at what is the temperature in my area. I'm in the Midwest. We're under wind chill advisory. This is very hard on us as humans because when that wind hits you, pow, it takes the energy right out of you. This is why you have to have a vest, a coat on, and stay warm. The same thing with your battery. It's exposed to those elements, and that's going to drain your battery and drain you. So you want to be mindful. And where am I going? What am I doing? What is the temperature outside? Do I have to let my vehicle warm up? Yes. Let your vehicle warm up. Let the coolant start flowing through the engine. Let the coolant start cooling those batteries, because those batteries will generate heat, just like an internal combustion engine. It will generate heat. So this is why we have a coolant system with antifreeze mixed with water to cool down the engine. Let's talk about heating systems on EV, using energy from the battery to power the heating system. That's further reduced. If I want to continue to elevate, I want to get an EV. And when I teach driver's education, I want my students in those vehicles. We want to make sure our vehicle can have enough heat to keep us warm. It's minus 20, it's minus 10, it's minus 30. We're driving under 50 miles an hour. We're making right turns. We're making left turns. We're working on reverse parallel parking. We're practicing merging on the freeway, where we have to push the pedal down. We're practicing exiting the freeway. We're practicing going through roundabouts. It's a lot of work. A lot of you don't understand the work that is entailed to teach someone how to drive. This is why you're watching this right now. This is why you're listening to this right now. This is why you are liking this right now. Thumbs up, click, 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 because this is bringing you value. So you need to be mindful of your heating systems to keep you warm, and also in the summer to keep you cool. You must have a balance. If your car is too warm, you're going to fall asleep and you're going to use too much energy and reduce your range. Because we want to be mindful and think of renewable energy. Because in the future, most of you will be using a hybrid, half electric, half gas, or fully EV. And that's really important, because I'm a firm believer in this. Cabin heating, keeping the cabin warm in cold weather, requires additional energy. This will impact the overall efficiency. Same thing in the summertime. If you run your AC, we're going to lose fuel mileage. When you run your heat on high, we're going to lose range. As an instructor, a business person, and a person who really cares about the environment, I want to make sure we have enough range or charge to get through the day. And if it's minus 20, minus 10, then we're going to lose range. And then I lose business. And then you can't work on your road test prep, reverse parallel parking, stall parking, going through roundabouts. Some of the common failures, four-way stops. People don't stop, right turn on red. You've asked me, how do I prepare for the test? Right turn on red. You have to stop, S-T-O-P. You got to look left. You got to look right. You don't do this. You have to properly merge on the freeway. Most beginning drivers go too slow. What is the good speed? It depends on the flow of the traffic. It could be 65, 65. It could be 62, 62. It could be 70, 70. So there's no one correct answer for all of your questions. It depends on the flow of the traffic. In this type of weather, people are driving slower. The cooling systems are taking longer to cool down. The heating systems are taking longer to heat up. You've been in a cold house before. It takes time to heat up. You've walked around the block with the dog. It takes a moment for you to heat up. The same thing with your car. You have to mentally prepare. Okay, I'm going out. There's a shock. You shake. Woo. So you have to be prepared. Regenerative braking. This is why I like EVs, because when you squeeze the brake, it regenerates the battery. When we squeeze the brake on a traditional car, we want to use the ball of our foot. You never want to slam the brake. Or if you're pushing the clutch in, you want to squeeze the clutch, squeeze the brake, and downshift slowly. EVs and conventional vehicles are like brother and sister. One just has electric engines and a battery. The other one has a traditional combustion engine. They're very similar. When you take your road test, you need to be listening to the things I'm saying because I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach in the Midwest. The top 3 or 4 things you need for passing your road test: don't run yellow lights. Number 2, stop, right turn on red, look left, look right, look left. Be able to perform a parallel parking maneuver or some type of parking maneuver. If you don't practice, you won't be successful. I'm telling you this because I go through the training every single day, even when it's cold. We drove 5 students this morning. We did not get the fuel range we wanted in our electrical vehicle. So we had to charge up to boost the battery. The same thing if your car won't start. Mom, dad, my car won't start. Okay, honey, there are jumper cables in the back, red to red, black to black. Connect the battery, start your car. And it starts up. You've got to boost your battery. You should know how to boost your battery. Batteries will fail right now. It's cold outside. It's very cold. So regenerator braking charges the battery up a little bit. So a hybrid might be a good idea. In a conventional car, you want to coast. You don't want to hit the gas hard. You don't want to hit the brake hard. We're trying to get fuel economy. I drive anywhere from 75 to about 185 miles if I'm driving 10 students. You do the math. Because your instructor needs to be taking you through neighborhoods, residential, industrial, making left turns, making right turns, parking lot. You pay for a high quality lesson. If you're taking the time to listen, and you should be listening right now, you're here to learn how to drive. I'm an authority in the area. So I want to make sure you get what you need. You know what to look for when you get into a driver's ed car. And you can say to yourself, Mom, Dad, we got to find someone else. This person is not, or Mom, Dad, I got a really good instructor. They're awesome. Tire pressure, so important. During the cold, your tire pressure decreases. You need to check your tires in the morning. You need to have about 32 pounds per square inch. Some are 35. Check your tire pressure once a month. For EVs, it's even more important. Cold temperatures can lead to a decrease in tire pressure. I just talked about this because those air molecules will drop, leaving the rubber membrane because a tire is rubber, it's porous. Thank you, chemistry teacher. The air will seep out. In the summertime, it's opposite. You drive 5, 10, 20 minutes, you'll gain 3 or 4 or 5 pounds of air pressure. You need to know, why is this important? You should be telling me how to make right. You need to take care of your car so your car can take care of you. This is so important. So I'm not rushing. When I take the time to go live or stream, you need to be taking notes, NOTES. You need to be putting in questions. And if you're not, you're just simply here, wasting your time. I'm not here to waste my time with you. I'm here to do the best job I can to help 1 or 2 of you or 5 of you or 10 of you because you email me, you message me. I passed my test, thank you. I'm not doing this for me, I'm doing this for all of you. And you need to be listening so you don't get stranded in minus 20 or minus 30 degree weather. Check your air pressure because if your air pressure is reduced, it increases rolling resistance. I don't know what that means. If your tires are low, it's going to take more energy to get your car moving. Get that air pressure where it belongs. Let's talk about charging challenges. What if my battery's low and it won't start? You might have to put your battery on a slow charge. A fast charge will destroy the cells. It's called battery degradation. You say that real fast. This time of year in the winter, your battery will be tested. Tested. Test it. You will be tested as a driver. Oh, I can't go real fast. Oh, there's black ice. Oh, I'm out of windshield washer solvent. Oh, I don't even know what this is. You need to have windshield washer solvent. This is good to minus 20, but it's minus 30. So you need to add a cheat code. You need to add isopropyl alcohol, which you can buy at the store to increase the resistance to your lines freezing up. But you're not listening. You're not listening to your mom. You're not listening to your dad. You need to listen to your uncle who's going to be driving you later. You're here learning how to drive. We need to have more people on here. You need to be sharing. Hey, he's on right now. Come on, he's talking about batteries in cold weather. I don't want to get stranded. But that's what's going to happen to a lot of you because you're not listening. And then when you get stranded, I told you so. Oh, you're right, Uncle. Can you come and get me? I'll be there in 20 minutes. But you have to listen. You got to be able to take care of yourself. Do you hear the words that I'm saying? Do you hear the words I'm saying? Take care of yourself. So charging challenges, cold weather can slow down the charging process, affecting conventional use of electrical vehicles and your traditional vehicles. If your battery's a little weak from a couple summers ago, it's really going to be strained. It's going to be strained. You are going to be strained. You're going to get really tired. If you have an asthma situation, cold weather, it's harder for us to breathe. Same thing with your car. Let's talk about battery degradation. You overcharge your battery. I have a battery outside that I overcharged. It's fat. It's not fat good. It exploded almost. You need to charge your battery. If you overcharge your EV battery, you're going to reduce range. You used to get 250, now you get 200. You used to get 200, now you get 175. That's your fault because you don't properly maintain your battery, just like your phone. If you overcharge your phone, you won't get 100%. This is why your phone should be set to 85. You should never charge your battery to full capacity because you're going to overcharge it, reducing the life. It's so important that you understand maintenance. And if you're still listening, which you should be posting questions. You should be asking questions. Battery degradation. Extreme cold weather can contribute to faster battery degradation over time. If you overcharge your battery or let your battery almost get to zero, you're going to reduce the life of your battery or your phone. Preconditioning. Preconditioning a battery and cabin for optimum performance in cold weather requires additional energy. You need to get your car started as soon as possible. Let it warm up. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Because many of you are taking short trips from your mom and dad's house to school, from your mom and dad's house to community college, from your mom and dad's house to your bestie. You're not driving a half an hour, 45 minutes. You're not going to the airport. You're not going across town. You're not going to another county. You're not leaving the state of Texas. You're staying within the area. So you need to plan. Do I have enough charge to drive to my friend's house? It says 100 miles range, but when you first get going, it drops to 75. You're like, and now you have range anxiety. Talk about anxiety. If you have anxiety driving a regular car, imagine driving an EV. Well, it's cold. I checked on my phone. It says 100 miles range. Thank you for the kind, loving comment. You helped me too. Like, plus. Hit that button. Hit that button. If you say I helped you, hit that button. That shows that you care. I don't see you hitting the button. You need to be able to estimate how long your trip will be. If it's minus 20 right now, then your 100-mile range will really be 50. And oh, my friend's got a charger, but it's a house charger, 110. That'll give me 15 minutes of range. You're going to turn on your heat and reduce your range. So you need to plan to get the car warm first. Fluid viscosity. Fluid viscosity. If this is regular water, it will freeze right now. It's minus 13. Because I have antifreeze in here, this will increase when this freezes. Fluid viscosity. This is windshield wiper solvent. This is good to minus 20. 20. To increase this, I can pour rubbing alcohol in from the dollar store. Save money. There's some videos floating around on social media. Hey, regular oil at minus 20 is like really thick caramel. Synthetic oil flows better. We know this. We know this. This is why you have to let your car warm up. Fluid viscosity. Now you're going to wish you listened to me more and listen to your science teacher because it's cold out here. I don't care. I just want to get in a car and drive. Answer my question so I could go. If you don't listen, your car won't even start. And then that's your fault. I'm telling you so you don't get stranded. I've been stranded before because I didn't listen. Cold temperatures can affect the viscosity of fluids in a vehicle, impacting the performance. Your air conditioning, your heater. The synthetic fluid in your rear end is really thick. This is why you should never hit the gas really hard when you first pull off. You want to let that car gradually warm up. I'm telling this because I'm passionate about cars. I'm telling you this because I'm a state certified instructor. I'm telling you this because I live in the Midwest. I'm telling you this because I need all of you to be good drivers. And I need you to leave comments. So when I read them, I understand where you're at in this. I'm not just making this up. I'm very passionate about driving and helping people reach their goals. You have to stay organized. And if you're not organized, frozen charging ports. If you have an EV, let's pretend we're driving the Tesla. We're driving around. Oh, teacher, we only have 10 miles of range. Okay, we got to go to the charging station. But there's ice on the charging port. We can't plug in. Now what do? We got to charge. We have to. Extreme weather conditions, charging ports may be frozen. So we have to rethink what we're doing. I'm an innovative instructor. I want to use the EV in driver's education, but in this weather, I might have to go back to the gas vehicle. Good instructors prepare for the next generation of drivers. All of you, we are the next generation drivers. I'm the next generation driver. So I want to get you ready. We need to be in the EV. Oh, we only have 110 miles of range. I have 10 students to drive. I might have to take a 25-minute break, charge the car up. Good instructors will prepare you for all types of situations. I'm trying to prepare all of you for all types of situations. This is important. Cold start challenges, whether you have an EV, electrical vehicle, or traditional, cold starts put a heavy load on a battery. This is a battery if you don't understand. This is a battery. It's a square. It's got electric. It's got lead cells in there. You have a positive and a negative. In cold weather, the energy drops down. This is why a lot of batteries die during the winter time. There's a heavy load. You need to get your battery checked. I'm trying to prepare you, but many of you are not listening. How do I make a right turn? If you can't get your car started, you won't make your right turn. How do I pass my road test? Start your car up and let it warm up first. I'm speaking facts. I'm trying to help you. You're like, you know what? This guy really is telling me some real information. I need to plus, like, or subscribe, or do whatever. Because it's cold right now. It's 14 degrees with the wind chill. That's minus 34. School is canceled if you're lucky enough. College classes are canceled. We're going online today. It's serious out here. Honey, can you go get dinner? My car doesn't start. You're scared to tell your mom and dad. You're going to wait till the morning. You better tell your parents now the car won't start so you can go get a battery. Then you got to go out there and change it. I don't know how to do that. You better learn. I keep telling you, should have jumper cables. So cold starts. Starting the vehicle in a variety of cold weather events may require more energy and time, affecting the overall user experience. Your car doesn't start. I've been there before. I've taught driver's ed class. Here are the keys. You're like, I'm so excited. The car doesn't start. What do you mean the car doesn't start? The car doesn't start. Oh my God. It's so cold. The car doesn't start. I got to call the office, get a tow truck. Okay, we're going to tow the car. It's going to take 2 hours. 2 hours, I got to drive students. You're upset. I'm upset. We can't drive. Cold weather maintenance. The weight of winter tires. You need to have wintertime tires. Many of you have all season tires. If you're in a really cold weather region, Alaska, you have special tires to handle that snow and ice. You've seen the little things, they put little straps on. Certain places you can't put chains on. I don't know about that stuff. Can you just tell me how I make a right turn? If you don't start your vehicle, you do have to winterize. What does this mean? You check your antifreeze, you check your coolant levels, you check your belts and hoses and tires. If a tire tread is a little sketchy, you're gonna have to get it changed. But you don't do winter maintenance. Mom, Dad, my car won't start. What do you mean it won't start? You forgot to get him a battery in the summer. You have to go change it. That's what your parents are gonna say. It's true. So there are specially designed winter tires. Winter tires are often used in cold climates. They can be heavier, impacting the vehicle's efficiency. Check your tires. But many of you won't do that. How do I make a right turn? What's on the driving test? Let's keep getting these questions in. Come on. Yeah, we keeping it real because you're going to be calling someone, I'm stranded. But you didn't listen to me in the summer. I said, check your battery, check your tires. I'm good. How did I pass my road test? Your car barely starts in the summer. And then in the wintertime, it doesn't start off. Click, 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 click. Oh, you in trouble now, boo-boo. And you're on the wrong side of town seeing someone. Now you got to tell a story. Mom, I'm 5 miles away. No, you on the wrong side of town, slipping to see your little side piece. You got caught. Now, can you come and get me? What about your car? I don't know what to do. Can you tow me a couple miles away? See, now you get caught up in the story because you're on the wrong side of town because your car didn't start. I speak from experience. I'm trying to help you. How come we don't have more people? How come you're not plussing? How come you're not liking? I don't get it. Well, my friend's playing right now. You're playing and your car's going to break down. Battery state of charge. All batteries have a state of charge. If I had a tester right now, if your battery's supposed to have 12 volts, cold weather, it could be 9.7. I have a race car battery outside because I have a race car. It's a 16-volt battery. It could be down to 13. It could be down to 10. State of charge. Many of you have EVs. Test a battery. Oh, I didn't think of that. How much is that tool? $29.99. Oh, I can't afford that. I'm just trying to get my smoothie right now. You're gonna pay $10 for a smoothie, but you're not going to get your battery tester. Preventative maintenance. You sound like my dad or uncle. I am your uncle. I'm trying to prepare you. I'm trying to really make you think, you know, you're right. I'm going to go get some new windshield wiper blades. Let's talk about windshield wiper blades, right? Windshield wiper blades. This is how they get you. Save $15. They're $5.99 blades, $10.99 blades. Example, if you have a small Honda, you can't use a truck windshield wiper blade for your Honda. The blade is too big. And you can't use a small passenger car blade on your pickup truck. You need to check the batteries and check the length. Oh, I never thought of that. Take me back to the smoothie. You're going to pay $10.99 for your smoothie, but you're not going to get windshield wiper blades. I don't understand you. But then when your windshield wiper blade rips because you didn't warm up your car and you don't have any windshield washer solvent, then your rubber blade is going to rip and tear. Now you got to spend $25. But my mama or dad only gave me $30. Well, I guess you're not going to use your windshield wiper blade. Okay? Maintenance. Take care of your vehicle. Range anxiety. Many of you say, I have anxiety. I have anxiety. You're going to have more anxiety in the wintertime. Will my car start? I only have a fourth of a tank of gas. He said get to a half, but I had to get my smoothie. I had to get my coffee. I had to buy my sandwich. And you only had $10. Can you talk about that when I get older? I don't want to see you stranded. Many of you who are listening, you're like, you know what? You're speaking some truth. I am speaking truth because I don't want you to be stranded. But you're not listening to me. You still got, your mom and dad gave you $20. You need to put at least 10 in your tank. And you need to check to see how much a wiper blade is. How much is this wiper blade? For my car is $25. Mom, Dad, can you loan me $25? I got to get a wiper blade. They'll put it on for you. And when you get in there, get your battery tested. Oh, this is $6. I went to the gas station. They are sold out of windshield washer solvent. Oh, I don't need any. Can I just put water in there? Water's going to freeze. And then it's going to crack your tank. And now you're stuck. But you're not listening to me. Okay? You got to listen. Range anxiety, cold weather anxiety. Cold weather, it's 14 degrees right now. Wind chill, minus 24. Minus 34. School is canceled. The little kids waiting out, Mama, they're freezing like a little ice cube. Facts. Got a little brother, sister, nose running, facts. You're older, you're like, let me clean my little brother or sister's nose. Because someone go take a picture and post it. Not on my brother and sister. So anxiety, you got to learn how to keep your car in the lane. And if you're not driving straight down the road looking high and you're out of the road to the right, you got to aim high. You got to look high, look ahead, look high, aim high. And if you're out of the groove, you're going to use more power, more energy, drive within the groove. We're in North America. We drive on the right. Our steering wheel is on the left. I teach adults and teens how to drive. You should be following, subscribing. Oh, I like this guy. He's telling me what I need to do. Mom, watch him. Dad, you see this? Oh, almost knocked down my light. I'm telling you the truth. I got gas. I'm a little bit past almost full. You have to get gas in your car. If you're a fourth of a tank or less, you're going to run out of gas. Black ice is ice you can't see. Reduce your speed. How do you get your learner's permit? If you're over 18, you're going to have to go to the Department of Motor Vehicles. Get your TIP, the Department of Motor Vehicles. You're going to take a test. If you're under 18, you're going to enroll in a driver's education program. I need you to be sharing this. You're going to enroll in a program there every 6 months. I have a Christmas class right now. That's over. I'm into my 2024 class. I have 6 weeks to get students done. Your instructor needs to be hustling. I already got my student scheduled. Call your local driver's ed company. Hey, do you have any openings? We have openings in February. But those classes cost money. The lessons cost anywhere from $75 to $125. Oh, I was just finding out I don't have any money. Well, I guess You don't have money. I guess you're going to wait till you're 18. Yeah, I don't have a car either. And I'm lazy. I don't help clean around the house. In terms of bigger vans, the wind is going to be pushing the vehicle left or right. That's like the big Tesla truck. The big truck is going to be pushing your vehicle around. You want to take your turn slow. If you turn wide, you're going to flip the vehicle. Beginning drivers go into the turn too fast. If you're in a big Sprinter van or a larger box truck, you turn too fast, you're going to flip that boy over. Range anxiety, driving anxiety, weather can exacerbate, say that real fast, your range, making drivers more cautious. All of you are cautious. You're learning how to drive. I'm cautious. I know how to drive. If I get too overly thinking I know what to do, I'm going to crash. I'm going to hit black ice, slide into the street. You're going to hit black ice. The car didn't stop. What do I do? You're not listening to your mom. You're not listening to your dad. You're not listening to me. Reduce your speed. Oh, I'm late home. You're going to slide through the intersection and get a ticket. So anxiety is a byproduct of you. You're in a hurry. You're driving too fast. Oh, they're going too slow. You're almost out of gas. That's why you are in a hurry. Okay. We're leaving early. We have to drive a long way. The car's full of gas or it's on a full charge. Well, you say you got a full charge. You say you got 200 miles, but it's going to be 180. That's okay. You checked air pressure in your tire? Yes, I did. You have windshield washer solvent? Yes, I do. This is why it's almost empty, because I filled up the driver's head car. Did you put in some rubbing alcohol? Yes, I did. When I got gas or got the charge, I cleaned the front window, side windows, back windows, headlights, taillights. Driving is so much more than, how do I make a right turn? You need to take lessons. You're not driving every day. Many of you are sitting home right now. You're not driving. Mom and dad got the car. Your uncle, aunties got the car. And you don't do homework. You stay home. You don't clean your room. And then you're like, hey, can you take me out? Did you do your work? Your teacher called me today. Oh. All of you want to drive, but you don't want to put in the work. You don't want to shovel snow. You don't want to clean the window. You don't want to go get gas. But you want to drive. That's that responsibility that's coming in. You feel me? I'm telling you the truth. The remote start's got a battery too. And if you don't change those every couple of years, guess what? It won't start your vehicle. Then you're like, you got to do your maintenance. That's like when your shoes were out. You got to get new shoes. Okay? You got to get the fresh, crispy haircut every now and then. Maintenance, man. Take care of yourself. Take care of your car. Charge your battery up. I'm not lying to you. I want to teach all of you how to drive. Driving is a privilege, not a right. No one owes you anything. You don't take care of your car, it's going to be abandoned and break down the middle of the street. Then you're going to be crying because you don't have your proper jacket on. You're trying to look all cute and you freeze. And your parents are like, you don't listen. You don't listen. You're not listening to me. We need to get more comments, more likes, more this, more that. Listen. What do I need to do? Infrastructure challenges. There are a lot of gas stations around, but there are not a lot of charging stations around. And our family members in Chicago, they have abandoned Teslas all over. In Texas, we have abandoned Teslas all over because the charging systems do not work. Battery insulation. Some electrical vehicles may lack sufficient insulation to stay warm. I'm in layers. I have the little vest on. I got my little jacket on, layers. And then I got my crispy white tee. You need to have layers, okay? See that? That boy getting right. You need to have layers because your battery needs to be protected. but you're not listening to me. Oh, I want to go get my smoothie again. You're not listening. It's harsh weather conditions outside. It's very cold. I'm getting ready to go to the airport. We're getting ready to go to Houston. It's cold. They shut classes down. Oh, your classes will be remote. Consumer perception. I'm going to wait till I'm 18 to drive. Can I practice before my driving test? You better be practicing. Making 12 right turns, 12 left turns. You want to look out for an instructor who's caring, who's going to show you love like me, who's going to answer your questions, who's going to be patient with you. If you make a mistake, they're going to show you. They won't scream at you. They tell you, okay, at the next light, I need you to get over to the right. Don't forget your blinker. Okay. You turned in the wrong lane. They're going to turn the wheel gently. We need to stay. Oh, okay. And then at the end of the lesson, these are the things I need you to work on. Good instructors show you what you did wrong. Oh, okay. But some of you have an attitude. I know what to do. I'm a boss. If you're a boss, bosses don't talk, they listen. You've seen me for a while. I've been on this platform a minute. Get these numbers up. Like, subscribe, plus, heart, whatever you got to do. I'm teaching you real life lessons. It's cold outside. You've been driving since, share a story. You need to make sure your battery's charged. You need to make sure your car has at least a half a tank. You need to make sure your tires have good air pressure. You need to make sure your windshield wipers work. You need to make sure your headlight and tail lights are clean. We're trying to teach you real life. Consumer perception. You need an instructor. It's okay to take 2 or 3 lessons from an instructor because you're going to have to learn how to park. Some places you need to show them parts in the engine. Can you turn on your left blinker? What's that? Can you turn on your right blinker? Can you squeeze your brake? Can you honk your horn? What's that? Generic washer fluid is fine. But if you want to increase, and you can buy some purple washer fluid, it costs a little bit more, but it will increase the thawing, the freezing capacity. Also, I gave you the cheat code. You can put in some isopropyl alcohol in here. You're not drinking this. You put this into your washer solvent tank, and that tank squirts washer fluid on the windshield. And then you turn on your wipers that provides lubrication so your blade does not stick to the window and rips it. But because you're trying to get a smoothie, you think you don't need this, and you're just going to put regular water in here, you got yourself all messed up. You need to prepare for these winter conditions. And if I want to train you with the Tesla, I need to make sure that battery's fully charged. I need to go on the test route. Okay, I'm going to drive for a couple of hours. If it says I have 250 miles of range and it's dropping, I started with 200, it's 177. Now it's 165. Then I might have to go back and get the gas-powered vehicle. You need to check your fluids. We talked about this. You need to check your windshield washer solvent. Bring an extra gallon with you. You need to have a quart of oil because in the wintertime, these things thicken up. Just brought you value. Give it a thumbs up, like, share. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach teens and adults. We're talking about EVs, driver's education, some of the challenges that they have in this really cold weather. I want to say thank you. Drive safe. I'll go live later. Bye.